Hi vlog. This is vlog number 1 for TE 150. In this vlog, I will be talking about a lot of things, I guess. Some of them being differences and similarities in Chinese schools versus US schools. So my partner's name is Dave, and he grew up in China, and basically he said that like Chinese schools are more like strict and very like structured for education and like getting a job, which is like similar. He said it was like similar to US, but like really, really strict, I guess you could say. And he said that like, I don't know, we were talking and we like both found the similarity of like getting an education and getting a job, but there were a lot more differences than that, I guess. And some of the differences is that like the class size is much bigger, and it's way more like, I don't know, it's not like structured, I guess, but it's like tables in orderly rows, like everyone has their assigned seat. And throughout the school day, like usually in, I don't know, my high school or anyone else's high school, you like move around classes and you like switch teachers and walk to some other teacher's classroom. But in China, you stay in the exact same classroom throughout the whole school day, which the school day is much longer than American schools. And so the class size is bigger, the days are longer, and different teachers from the different subjects like come in and like teach and lecture instead of the students leaving, which, I don't know, for me, I feel like I would hate being in the same room for all those hours. But I don't know, he said a lot of the difference in like learning is in like high school and middle school. It was a lot more like lecture like learning than interactive activities and stuff like I've done. And like each for like the whole education system from the first 9 years of school is free, but then you take a test at the end of middle school, and if you do really well, you get placed into like a higher ranking high school. And so obviously like a lot of people want to get into those higher ranking high schools because you can get better jobs with that, I guess. And he told me that like this was kind of like shocking for me, but he just said like if you don't do well on like this exam or the exam at the end of high school to get into college, like he just basically said like you will have to go back to and work on like a farm, like go back to your family's farm or go get like a not well paying job. And he said that a lot of like the education is based off of your family's income, so your family can pay for you to keep going to school and getting a job, which I thought was very interesting. And like through all of this, like we were talking, and it was just very like different for me to hear because I've only been used to what I've gone to school for. And he also said that as a whole, like in America, I told him like in America it's very like individualized learning. Like the schools are very, very, very like, I feel like one of their biggest things is that each student gets its needs and supports to succeed. It's very individualized. Like different students have different strengths and weaknesses that are addressed by teachers and like school staff. When he said like as a whole, it's just getting through it all. Like it's getting through school as like a whole. It's not like individual relationships or supports and stuff like that, which those are in place, but not as much. And after I talked to him, I was thinking about the different things we've learned in class, like the traditional classroom, which I definitely think China takes on that traditional classroom more. But in America, we do different things like the flipped classroom, or we don't have just like lectures, we have like interactive group activities, or different teachers that we move around the school with and meet and grow relationships with. It just seems it's a lot different, but both are very, I don't know, both are very good in their own ways, which I think is really cool. And yeah, so I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Yeah.